or anything like that, I'm not gonna get violated. But I don't want to violate. That's why I cut the video short before. I'm not showing the video because I don't want to get my video shut down. So I'm not showing the fight, but I'm actually watching the fight, and I want to ask a question to everybody. Oscar Collazo versus Edwin Cano, Puerto Rico versus Mexico. Do you think that Oscar Collazo is getting the right promotion as a Puerto Rican boxer on a Golden Boy Promotions, Eric Gomez, which is they really focus more on Mexican American and Mexican fighters. They don't focus on Puerto Rican boxers or prospects, and I think that it's a shame that I think that Puerto Rican boxing, the Miguel Cotto, he should put more emphasis on Puerto Rican promotion, like promoting Puerto Rican boxers. And I know he had I think he had a fight last week in Miguel Cotto Promotions, and I didn't even know about it. I don't know, maybe I got to step my game up, but the way Miguel Cotto's promoting his company, he's doing a very bad job at it. He needs to elevate his game, and Puerto Rican boxing, for it to be in the forefront, like prospects coming up, boxers like Miguel Cotto, who has his own boxing promotion, should focus on bringing the Puerto Rican talent to the forefront and promoting it better to the masses. And right now, Oscar Collazo is currently a two-time champion in the WBO and the WBA division organization. So what he has is a good record, 11-0 with 8 KOs. And, he's in the strawweight division. It's not the most competitive division, but is he could actually move up to 115, and where Bam Bam Rodriguez is, and I think there's more competition in that, in that weight class. But the smaller weight classes don't get the attention that the 147 pound gets, the 168 pound gets, and the heavyweight division gets. And if they promote it more, they promote it better, specifically Golden Boy Promotion, then they can actually make more money and capitalize on Oscar Collazo's career, this Puerto Rican fan base, if they actually get more eyeballs to watch that weight class, strawweight, and possibly have him move up to 115, 118, and you can get some fights with a Inoue, the Japanese guy. That'll be interesting if they could get something like that going. I feel like there's a lot of possibilities for Edwin Collazo. Not Edwin Collazo. How you doing, Cody? How you doing? Yeah, it would be really good for Oscar Collazo if he was to be promoted better, and that he had opportunities to fight Inoue and Inoue, the Japanese guy. I think he's around that division, maybe like 115, 118, around there. No, I think he's 122. How you doing? How you doing, Doom Gamer? How you doing, Doom Gamer 1993? Yes. Subscribe to my channel. Tony also knows boxing. Subscribe to my channel. Click that like button. I'm giving you boxing content, but I can't show the actual video because I don't want my channel to go down. No, I'm not. I'm not. Am I Fernando Vargas? Nah, I'm Puerto Rican, but I was a fan of Fernando Vargas until he started making false claims about Felix Trinidad. That's when I kind of lost respect for him. But I always liked him as a boxer. Yeah, my name is Tony also. My music is on all major platforms, on Spotify, Pandora, and I have a boxing channel called Tony Also Knows Boxing. Subscribe to that channel. Subscribe to that channel. Tony Also Knows Boxing. Anyway, thanks for subscribing and thanks for tuning into the channel. I appreciate everybody tuning in. This is a boxing oriented channel. Yes. If you have any questions, do you think that Oscar Collazo is being promoted properly by Golden Boy Promotions? Big task at hand. Yeah. I was a fan of Fernando Vargas in his career, but when he started making false claims about Felix Trinidad wrapping his hands, then that's when I lost respect for him, because he's a sore loser. There was no proof that Felix Trinidad ever used illegal hand wraps. They never proved it. And then all his fights, the only place that he wasn't allowed to wrap his hands the way he did to protect his knuckles was in New York City, in Madison Square Garden. But in every other place, it was legal. It's just that in New York State, the commission doesn't allow for Felix Trinidad to wrap his hands the way he did to protect his hands, which was all legal, but it was just not allowed in New York State, in Madison Square Garden. But in every other state in America and everywhere else beyond, he was able to wrap his hands like that, and it was not illegal at all. It was not like what Margarito did. What Margarito did was illegal. Yeah, Big Taz. Subscribe to my channel, my brother. Subscribe to that channel. Subscribe to my channel. Show some love, my brother. I appreciate you tuning in, and I appreciate you watching and being entertained by what I'm saying. Where do you live, my brother? Where do you stay? Where do you stay at? Where do you stay? You watching the fights tonight? It's the main event is William Zepeda versus Tevin Farmer, Part 2, the rematch. Okay, we're having a conversation over here in the live. People are enjoying the live. They're having a conversation. I'm from NYC too. Big task at hand. What part of New York you from? Manhattan? I'm thinking Manhattan when you say NYC, but it could be any of the 5 boroughs. So yeah, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn. I currently live in Tampa, Florida. NYC in the building. Subscribe to that channel. Tony also knows boxing. Don't be afraid to subscribe. Don't be afraid to click the like button. This is okay. Madden Sullivan. So, what's up, Madden Sullivan? What's going on? You watching the fights tonight? Manhattan. Yep. I figured that was cold. NYC was cold for Manhattan. Yeah, my brother. That's good, man. It's good to see another fellow New Yorker. Yeah, man. Enjoy the fights. Do you think Oscar Collazo is being promoted properly by Golden Boy Promotions? Word up. Yeah. Madison Sullivan, do you think that Oscar Collazo is being promoted correctly in a way that's gonna actually garner him more of an audience, so he can get a bigger following? Do you think that Golden Boy Promotions is doing their job? I think they're not. I feel like they need to promote him better, and the reason why I think they don't promote him the way he should be promoted is because he's Puerto Rican, and they only focus on Mexican Americans and Mexicans boxers. That's my honest opinion about Golden Boy Promotions. I feel like they don't really focus on the Puerto Rican fighters. Top Rank is a better promotion for actually promoting up and coming talent from Puerto Ricans or Mexicans. They promote everybody. But since Felix Verdejo got arrested for whatever he did, that murder with that girl, it just made boxers from Puerto Rico, not boxers from Puerto Rico per se, but it just made Top Rank not want to deal with boxers from Puerto Rico. That's like they're living the island. I think that's my opinion. And a boxing prospect that I know, there's a good friend of mine. His name is Patrick Cora. He's 10-0 with 7 KOs. He told me that that's how he feels. That he feels that Top Rank doesn't want to deal with Puerto Rican boxers or boxing prospects because of what happened with Felix Verdejo. They don't want to deal with fighters that come out of Puerto Rico, which I think is unfair. And I feel, and he also told me that, which I agree, because this is what I actually think as well, before he even said it, Patrick Cora, he told me that promotions that what's the other promotion? Not Top Rank, but the other Golden Boy promotions, Oscar De La Hoya, he doesn't really want to deal with really helping Puerto Rican talent move up the ladder because of he lost to Felix Trinidad, a Puerto Rican. So he has like a grudge against Puerto Ricans. I think he does. I think he's really butthurt over the loss that he had with Felix Tito Trinidad, a Puerto Rican fighter, the greatest Puerto Rican fighter in my opinion of all time, the beloved champion of Puerto Rico to this day. And I feel like Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy promotion, the reason why they don't help Puerto Rican boxers come up because Oscar De La Hoya is in his feelings about the fact that he lost to a Puerto Rican, Felix Tito Trinidad. That's why they don't really promote the talent from Puerto Rico, like from the island. They don't really help them that much. And I feel like Oscar Collazo is not getting the promotion that he deserves in spite of being signed to Golden Boy Promotions. But yeah, subscribe to that channel. Tony also knows boxing. Subscribe to my channel. We got Oscar De La Hoya right now being interviewed in the zone. I want to hear what he has to say. But yeah, don't forget to click that like button, subscribe to my channel. Tony also knows boxing. Subscribe. Peace. Enjoy the fights.